Open the cabinet under your kitchen sink. Go ahead, picture it. How many bottles are in there? I'll guess. There's a granite spray, a glass spray, a shower spray, a toilet gel, a mold and mildew, something, a stainless steel wipe, an all-purpose cleaner that apparently isn't all-purpose enough because it's standing next to 9 other bottles. Add it up, and most households have $150 worth of cleaning products under there at any given moment. And here's the part nobody tells you. Most of those bottles are the same 3 or 4 cheap ingredients, watered down, dyed a pretty color, and split up into different packaging, so you'll buy each one separately. I run this whole house kitchen, 2 bathrooms, windows, floors, laundry room on 5 things. 5. They cost me maybe $15 total, and they last for months. Today I'm giving you the list, what each one actually does. What it won't do, because I'm not going to oversell you, that's the other guy's job, and a couple of warnings that genuinely matter, because 2 of these should never touch each other. And at the end, I'll tell you exactly why the store shelf looks the way it does, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's go. Number 1, plain dish soap. Not the fancy foaming kind, not the one with the essential oils, the basic bottle, $2 or $3. This is the workhorse of the entire house, and most people never let it out of the kitchen sink. Here's why it works. Dish soap is built to grab grease. That's its whole job. One end of it grabs oil, the other end grabs water, and it hauls the grease off the surface and down the drain. And here's the thing, most of the dirt in your house is grease. Kitchen counters, stovetop, cabinet doors, the film on your walls near the stove, fingerprints on the fridge, the ring in the bathtub. That tub ring is body oil and soap, grease. So a squirt of dish soap in a bucket of warm water cleans your counters. Your floors, vinyl, tile, sealed wood, all of it. Your walls, your car, your patio furniture, your window screens. A drop rubbed into a grease stain on a shirt before it goes in the wash will outperform the stain stick that costs 4 times as much, because a grease stain is exactly what dish soap was born to fight. They sell a special degreaser for the stovetop. It's about $6. It's dish soap with a trigger sprayer on it. Don't bother. Squirt of soap, warm water, done. One thing it won't do, it won't disinfect. It cleans it, physically carries the dirt away, and honestly, that's 90% of what you need, because germs mostly leave with the dirt. But if you need to actually kill something, that's further down the list. I'll tell you what a thing does. I won't pretend it does more. Number 2, white vinegar. The cheap gallon jug, $3 or $4, sitting on the bottom shelf with no advertising budget at all. If dish soap handles the grease, vinegar handles the minerals. And between those two, you've covered almost everything a house throws at you. Here's the plain why. Your tap water has minerals dissolved in it. Every time water dries on a surface, it leaves those minerals behind. That's the white crust on your faucet, the cloudy film on your shower door, the scale in your kettle, the spots on your glasses out of the dishwasher. Soap can't touch mineral buildup you can scrub all day. But vinegar is a mild acid, and acid dissolves that crust like warm water dissolves sugar. Different problem, different tool. So, half vinegar, half water in a spray bottle that's your glass cleaner, your faucet cleaner, your shower door spray. For a crusted shower head, tie a bag of vinegar around it overnight, and it'll run like new in the morning. Run a cup of it through your coffee maker every couple months, through an empty dishwasher, an empty washing machine. Half a cup in the rinse cycle softens laundry better than the perfumed sheets do, and no, your clothes don't come out smelling like a pickle. The smell is gone the minute it dries. That fabric softener money, by the way, is some of the easiest money you'll ever stop spending. Now, 2 honest warnings, and these matter. First, keep vinegar off natural stone. Granite, marble, that nice countertop. Acid eats stone, it'll etch it dull, and there's no undoing it. Stone gets dish soap and water, that's it. Second, and this is the big one, never, ever mix vinegar with bleach. Not in a bucket, not one sprayed over the other in the toilet bowl. Together they make a gas that will hurt you, it can put you in the hospital. One at a time, rinse in between, always. I'll say it again when we get to bleach, because it's worth saying twice. By the way, tricks like these, I've got a whole book of them. Everything I use to run this house for less, written down in one place, not scattered across 40 videos. It's on my website, links right below. Go grab it, and I won't bring it up again. Number 3, baking soda. $1 can change a box. And it does the one job the first two can't. It scrubs. Some messes aren't grease and aren't mineral. They're just stuck. Burnt on food in a pan, scuffs on the counter, grime in the sink, tea stains in your favorite mug. What you need there is grit, something slightly rough that grinds the mess loose without scratching what's under it. Baking soda is exactly that. Hard enough to cut through gunk, soft enough that it won't scratch your sink, your enamel, your glass cooktop. That's the whole trick of the $15 cream cleansers and the squeeze bottle grit suspended in liquid. You're buying wet baking soda with a label on it. Sprinkle it in the sink, scrub with a damp rag, rinse. Make a paste with a little water for the burnt pan, let it sit half an hour first, and the burnt stuff gives up without a fight. Paste on the mug stains, on the oven floor, on grout. It shines up chrome. It scrubs the toilet bowl just fine. And it does one more job. It kills odors. Not covers them, kills them. Most bad smells in a house are mildly acidic, and baking soda neutralizes them, cancels them out. Open box in the fridge, you knew that one. But also, shake it on the carpet, wait 20 minutes, vacuum, shake it in the shoes, in the bottom of the trash can, on the mattress before you vacuum it. The air freshener aisle is a whole aisle of perfume for covering smells that a dollar box would have just removed. Now, you've heard you should mix baking soda and vinegar into some miracle fizzing cleaner. I'm going to save you the trouble. Don't. It fizzes, it looks impressive, and then it's done. One's an acid, one's a base, they cancel each other out, and what's left in your spray bottle is basically salty water. The fizz is good for one thing. Dumped down a slow drain and chased with hot water, the churning can knock loose gunk free. Fine. But as a cleaner, use each one alone for the job each one is good at. Anybody selling you the volcano is selling you a show. Number 4, rubbing alcohol. $2 or $3 at the drugstore, and this is the one most people don't think of as a cleaning product at all. It's your fast dry, no streak, actually kills germs bottle. Here's what makes it special. It evaporates almost instantly, and it takes nothing with it, leaves nothing behind. That's why it's what you use on everything electronic phone screens, remotes, keyboards, light switches, doorknobs. Dampen a cloth, wipe, and it's dry before you set the thing back down. It's also the fix for the stuff nothing else touches. Permanent marker on the counter, sticker gunk on a new jar, ink on a shirt collar, hairspray haze on the bathroom mirror. Dissolves it right off. And it's a genuine disinfectant. Remember I said dish soap cleans but doesn't kill? This is the killer. The 70% kind, straight from the bottle. And here's a funny thing worth knowing. 70% actually works better than the 99% stuff, because that little bit of water in it is what lets it soak in and finish the job instead of flashing off too fast. So when the pricier bottle is sitting right next to it, buy the cheaper one, on purpose. When does that ever happen? During cold season, I wipe the doorknobs and the faucet handles and the fridge handle once a day with it. 30 seconds costs nothing. Those disinfecting wipes in the plastic canister, $5, $6, and half the canister's dried out by the time you finish it. This is the same job for pocket change. 2 cautions. It's flammable, keep it away from the stove and open flame, use it in a room with some air moving. And test it on painted or finished wood first, because it can soften some finishes. A hidden corner, 10 seconds, then you know. All right, 4 down, grease, minerals, scrubbing, germs. The last one is the strongest thing in this house. The one I use the least and respect the most. And it's also where I need you to actually listen to me for a minute, because this is the one people get hurt with. Number 5, plain chlorine bleach. The cheap jug, not the splashless kind, not the scented kind, plain, $2 or $3. Let me tell you where I stand on bleach, because people go to extremes both ways. Some folks bleach everything every day, and their whole house smells like a swimming pool. Other folks won't have it in the house at all. Both wrong, if you ask me. Bleach is like a chainsaw. You don't need it often. When you need it, nothing else will do, and you handle it with both hands and your full attention. What it's for? Mold and mildew really killing it, down in the surface, not just fading it. Sanitizing after raw chicken's been on the cutting board. The toilet when somebody in the house has been sick. Rescuing the dingy whites. Nothing else will rescue. That's about it. That's the whole list, and that jug will last you a year. How to use it? Diluted. always diluted. Straight bleach is not stronger cleaning. It's just harder on your lungs and your surfaces. A splash in a bucket of water for most jobs, the right mix is weaker than most people would ever guess. A few tablespoons to half a cup in a gallon. Wipe it on, let it sit 10 minutes. That sitting time is the part everybody skips, and it's the part doing the work, then rinse. And here's my warning, the second time, because I promised, bleach mixes with nothing, not vinegar. Not ammonia, and ammonia is hiding in a lot of glass cleaners, so no bleach in Windex either. Not just a little of both to make it stronger. There is no stronger. There is only a cloud of gas in a small bathroom with the door shut, and people end up in the emergency room every single year doing exactly that, usually in their own toilet bowl, one product poured on top of another. One product at a time, rinse between. Crack a window, that's the whole rule, and it's not negotiable. One more honest note, bleach cleans nothing. I mean that. It doesn't cut grease, doesn't dissolve minerals, doesn't lift dirt. It kills and it whitens, period. A dirty surface needs soap and water first, bleach second if it needs bleach at all. Bleaching over dirt is a waste of bleach. So that's the 5. Dish soap for grease, which is most of your dirt. Vinegar for minerals and film. Baking soda for scrubbing and smells. Alcohol for electronics, glass, and everyday germs. Bleach, rarely and carefully, for the serious stuff. $15, give or take, and there is not a job in a normal house those 5 can't handle between them. Now, let's talk about that store shelf, because I promised, and because this is the part that changes how you shop forever. Walk the cleaning aisle and count the products. There will be 60, 80 different bottles. Now flip a few over and read the small print. The granite cleaner, the glass cleaner, the all-purpose spray, over and over, you'll find the same short list of workhorse ingredients, mostly water, dressed up different. The bathroom cleaner and the kitchen cleaner from the same company are often near enough the same thing in 2 different colored bottles priced separately, so you'll buy both. That's not an accident, and it's not a conspiracy. It's just arithmetic. A gallon of vinegar is $4 and lasts you months. There's no money in that. But take 30 cents of ingredients, add water, add a scent, add a label that says granite on it, because now you're worried plain cleaner might hurt your granite, and that's $4 for one small bottle and another $4 when it runs out next month. The whole game is convincing you that every surface in your house is a special problem needing a special product. It isn't. Your house has maybe 4 kinds of dirt, and you just learned all 4. Our grandmothers knew this. They ran whole farmhouses on soap, vinegar, baking soda, and elbow grease. They didn't forget it. We were talked out of it, one commercial at a time, over about 50 years. All I'm doing here is talking you back. So here's your first step, and it's easy. Don't buy anything. The opposite next time you're under that sink reaching for a specialty bottle, stop and ask, is this grease, mineral, stuck on, or germs? Then use the plain thing that matches. Use up what you've got if you like, no waste. But when each fancy bottle runs out, just don't replace it. Watch how 6 months from now, that cabinet is down to 5 things and a couple of rags, and your grocery bill quietly dropped, and nothing in your house is any less clean. I'd wager some of it's cleaner, because simple tools get used. Now, tell me in the comments, what's the one cleaning product you swear by that I didn't put on this list? Or the one you bought that turned out to be the biggest waste of money. I read every one of these, and half of what I know I've learned from you all trading tricks down there. Next time, I'm taking on the laundry aisle, because what they charge for detergent, pods, boosters, and softener is honestly worse than the cleaning aisle, and most of it you can walk right past. You'll want to see the numbers on that one. Until then, it's not complicated. You already own most of what you need. See you next time.